After his son was killed in a crash, this father noticed a strange figure in a photo taken that day. The death of a child for a parent is devastating, no matter how old that son or daughter is. The bereaved mother or father cannot help but feel that the natural order of things has been disrupted. Doug Louders of Fenton, Missouri, was devastated when he lost his 20-year-old son Kyle in a fatal car accident in late 2009. But soon after, Louders' grief was softened when he picked up on a spooky detail in a television news broadcast. Louders, age 56, runs a gardening service in St. Louis, Missouri, and coaches football in his spare time. He was coaching a game in his hometown of Fenton for the Jefferson County Youth Association on the day his son died in the car smash. The football game was being played on a large field used by many members of the local community, including two boys who were pictured on film that day by one of their grandfathers. When Louders chanced upon the resultant picture on TV, he could not believe his eyes. High school student Kyle Louders was on his way to the playing field on November 7, 2009, when he was tragically killed in a car crash. He was on his way to meet his father at the time of his death. Kyle had agreed to act as an assistant coach for his dad that afternoon, but tragedy intervened before the young man could reach the field of play. Highway 40 traverses the U.S. from east to west, and Kyle had been traveling on the Missouri section in his car when he was struck by a semi-truck. The young sports fan was killed in the crash. Kyle was well known and loved because of his involvement with football, and the shock at his death caused ripples throughout the community. Louders Sr. was devastated. His son had been taken far too soon. However, on the same day and at a similar time, the emotion was one of elation for two young local boys, Blaine Thompson and Hayden Boyle. Their team had just won a youth football team event, and Thompson's granddad captured the boys' special moment with a disposable camera. The boys are pictured flashing victory signs with winners' medals around their necks. The picture's blemished, out of focus, and shot at a strange angle, but nevertheless it conveys Thompson and Boyle's delight at their team's success. Reporters at the local Fox TV station agreed and used the photo to illustrate the sports story on a news bulletin. This is when the true power of the picture is revealed to Louders. The recently bereaved father, watching at home, rushed to his TV when he saw the image on screen. Indeed, the snapshot featuring two other boys, taken on the very same field he stood upon when his son died, provided a huge comfort to Louders. It wasn't until the bereft dad saw the picture on the news program that he felt Kyle's presence again. What may have looked to the casual observer like a smudged blemish on the photo was a clear sign to the grieving father. The image depicts the smiling Thompson and Boyle looking slightly off camera. Behind them is the football field, the scene of the duo's triumph. But to the left of Thompson, obscuring his shoulders and the goalpost behind, is a large, light blemish on the film. It looks like a figure hovering by the boys' heads. And indeed, Louders firmly believes it to be the spirit of his son as an angel, sent to bring his family solace. Louders saw the image on TV and instantly saw a winged Kyle looking back at him. The emotional dad later spoke to the human interest website Little Things about his response to the picture. He told her, "Looks like Kyle did make the game. Whether the whitish figure is an angel is highly debatable, but the comfort and light it brought to Louders at his darkest time is undeniable." The divine theory was also shared by his daughter Ashley and his stepson Logan. Both firmly believe the image captured forever in the football picture to be their lost sibling. Indeed, the confident young Kyle was well known for always wanting to be the center of attention. His brother and sister just knew Kyle had muscled his way into Thompson and Boyle's shot for all to see. The local TV channel, Fox 2, did an update on its original broadcast of the picture, featuring the claims made for its angelic content on December 4, 2009. Louders spoke to Fox 2 St. Louis News about the moment he first saw the picture. "I believe that totally 100% that's my son, and he's in a better place. I told my wife, 'Come on in here, Kyle's on TV.' We feel like this is our sign that we've asked for." Many others have also taken comfort from similar images down the years since the advent of photography. They sincerely believe that their lost loved ones are communicating through the medium as divine beings. But not only have people seen what they believe to be angels in photos, but also film and video, in some cases before their very eyes. The mysteries behind these moments remain obscure but their emotional power is clear. One grieving parent took to the internet to respond to Louder's story when a clip of the follow-up news item was uploaded to YouTube. The commenter said, "I experienced the same kind of picture when my daughter died. When you're grieving, this is how God allows you to know that they're safe and to tell us they're okay." A moment of reassurance and comfort in the midst of sorrow and confusion is attractive to many. Of course, there are plenty of non-believers who are thoroughly skeptical of Louder's claims. He told Fox 2 St. Louis News, "I'm sure there will be people who will dispute it, but that's okay. And I hope there's a lot of people that this does touch," and gives them faith that there's something out there. Rational responses flooded in as many more people responded to the news story. Realists claimed to see antennae and wings on the figure, highlighting the possibility that it was a fly that had been in the wrong place at the wrong time. The likelihood of the picture being proof of the existence of a higher being or an afterlife was vehemently disputed. It was argued that the blurry image could equally be a dust fleck, a chemical anomaly in the film stock, or merely a trick of the light. At the same time, a fierce theological debate sprang up online about the difference between the spirits of humans and angels. Many posters believed an angel is a totally different kind of phenomenon. Whether or not the spirit of a human and an angel are the same thing, many internet users turn to their religious beliefs to make their case. And it's perhaps no surprise that the picture was interpreted as an angel's visitation by the God-fearing Louders. Instances of pictures picking up images linked by parents to lost children have rocketed since the invention of the smartphone. The relief this has brought many people of faith at the height of the grieving process is considerable. Many internet sites have sprung up dedicated to images and videos containing haunting imagery, and many of the online community are quick to denounce such evidence as hoaxes. Nevertheless, while such debate rolls on, the image of Thompson, Boyle, and Kyle Louders has been inspected by almost 1 million people on YouTube alone. The dark places that grief sends parents may well lead some to believe that they can be visited by angels. Despite the non-believers, Doug Louders will forever be touched by the snapshot taken at the time of his son's death. He believes that Kyle was communicating with him directly, and that's all the proof the grieving father needs. Please don't forget to share this video with your friends below. Please don't forget to subscribe and activate the bell to receive everything that's new.